Welcome you all to the course Signals and System. This lecture is about Fourier series, which is a part of your Unit 2. What is Fourier series? What is the need of Fourier series? Why we should study this? For all these questions, we'll answer at this lecture. First, we'll discuss what is the need of Fourier series. So before entering into the Fourier series, we all studied Taylor series in the mathematics. For any function can be expressed in Taylor series only if the function is continuous and differentiable. If the function is not continuous, if it is not able to differentiable, then we cannot able to represent such functions in Taylor series. Okay, to overcome this problem, we are moving to Fourier series concept. In the sense, not only continuous, even there may be a discontinuous periodic functions also maybe exist, but that type of signals cannot be expressed in Taylor series. To resolve this, we are moving to Fourier series concept. Fourier series is nothing but it's an infinite series representation of any function in terms of sine and cosine. This Fourier series is applicable for continuous periodic function, also function which is discontinuous in their values. It means that Fourier series is applicable for both continuous and discontinuous periodic functions. And the main application of Fourier series is it is helping us to solve ODE and PDE equations, that is ordinary differential and partial differential equations. Okay, so here I given some graphical representation of Fourier series. Let us consider this square waveform that is periodic in nature. Okay, so I can able to express any function in terms of sine and cosine. This is a concept proposed by Fourier. He is a mathematician. Okay, so let us consider the green color sine waveform. First, they are trying to start express in terms of single sine waveform, that is called as first harmonic, but they are not achieving the complete curve. Now they are increasing the number of harmonics. Okay, let us consider blue color and that producing two harmonics. Even now they are not able to achieve the entire waveform, that is this red color square waveform. By keep on increasing the number of harmonics, at one point they will achieve or they achieved the entire square waveform with the help of sine and cosine. This is the important concept proposed by Fourier. Okay, once again I will tell you. So any periodic function can be expressed in terms of sine and cosine. This is an important concept proposed by Fourier. And there may be some drawbacks in the Fourier also, that is overcome by Dirichlet conditions. So Dirichlet states that is also another mathematician. He states that your f of x should be a periodic function. Your f of x should have only finite number of discontinuities, and f of x should have only finite number of maxima and minima in the interval 0 to 2 pi. There is nothing but pi is missing. Please take care. F of x should have finite number of maxima and minima in the interval 0 to 2 pi, and this three extra conditions added by Dirichlet to with the Fourier series to make it as a proper Fourier series to work for all the functions. The three important functions proposed by Dirichlet along with Fourier. The conditions are: it should be periodic, it should have finite number of discontinuities, and it should have finite number of maxima and minima in the interval 0 to 2 pi. And this is a flow chart for entire subject, Fourier representation types. So Fourier is useful for both periodic and aperiodic. It is used for periodic as well as aperiodic. If the signal is periodic and continuous in nature, I can go with Fourier series. If the signal is periodic and discrete time in nature, I can go for discrete time Fourier series. If the signal is aperiodic and signal is continuous, then I can go for Fourier transform. That may be discussed in the upcoming lectures. If the signal is aperiodic and signal nature is discrete, then I should go for discrete time Fourier transform, which is nothing but unit 4. This is unit 2, this is unit 3, and this is unit 4. Now there are different approaches to proceed Fourier series. The famous two is trigonometric Fourier series and complex exponential Fourier series. Now our objectives, we are going to discuss about trigonometric Fourier series in this lecture. So trigonometric Fourier series can be expressed as x of t is equal to a naught plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n omega naught t plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n omega naught into t, where a naught, an, bn are called as Fourier series coefficients. Here you can able to see any function x of t can be expressed in terms of sine and cosine functions. That's a concept proposed by Fourier. A naught, an, bn are called as Fourier series coefficients, where a naught can be expressed as 1 divided by t naught integral over t naught x of t into dt. And similarly an can be expressed as 2 divided by t naught integral over t naught x of t into cos n omega naught t into dt. And similarly bn is equal to 2 by t naught integral over t naught x of t into sin n omega naught t into dt, where t naught is nothing but period and omega naught is nothing but 2 pi f naught. F naught is nothing but 1 by t naught, so omega naught is equal to 2 pi by t naught. So once I am insisting you, the Fourier series is applicable only for periodic signals. If the signal is aperiodic, Fourier series is not applicable. There are two types of Fourier series. One is trigonometric Fourier series, other one is exponential Fourier series. And for trigonometric Fourier series, that's the given x of t is equal to a naught plus summation an cos n omega naught t plus summation bn sin n omega naught t. Any function can be expressed as a sum of sine and cosine terms. Thank you.